The Indian Navy is assembling a fleet of monster weapons to neutralize the threat of Chinese submarine fleet. On the 19th of June this year, a Chinese nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine or SSBN surfaced in the Taiwan Strait, just miles away from the coast of the island nation in an attempt to intimidate Taiwan. Tomorrow, it could be Mumbai or Chennai or Kolkata coast on China's radar. Chinese Navy also attacked the Philippines Coast Guard with axes and sticks as PLA seeks to escalate tensions, threatening a major global conflict. Now, the Indian Navy has made plans to hunt such PLAN nuclear and conventional submarines along with its warships. Over the years, China has increased its submarine presence in the Indian Ocean. In 2018, a PLAN Yuan-class submarine with air-independent propulsion was spotted in the Indian Ocean. Accompanying it was a submarine research and rescue tender, another regular companion with the PLAN submarines visiting the Indian Ocean region. China also sends submarines during war games with Pakistan. According to defense analyst H.I. Sutton, from December 2019 to just February 2020, Chinese Navy deployed a fleet of 12 underwater drones in the Indian Ocean. According to reports, the Chinese submarine deployments are aimed at studying the Indian Ocean's operating environment. They do this by conducting sweeping surveys of the undersea floor, which is still an alien space for them. The data collected will then be used to strategically maneuver and obscure its submarines during any conflict. Now, beyond the strategic posturing, China has a tactical reason behind its increasing undersea forays. The entire point of having a submarine as part of a naval deployment is that they stay undetected for long periods, unlike the surface and air assets. Now, this provides a psychological advantage and a tactical edge to a dominant power in a contested high seas environment. The resource-rich Indian Ocean can be a major provider of energy supply for Beijing, and nearly 80% of Chinese trade and energy imports pass through India's backyard. Indian Navy regularly tracks PLA submarines, warships and surveillance vessels and has the assets in place to checkmate China's PLAN in case of a war. Leading India's counterpunch are the Navy's fleet of 12 Boeing P-8 Poseidon aircraft already deployed by the Indian Navy. These monster aircraft are capable of long-range maritime patrol with ASW or anti-submarine warfare capabilities. But how do these Poseidon aircraft actually work? Carrying a crew of 9, the Poseidon can travel nearly 900 kilometers per hour and has a range of 1200 nautical miles for maximum coverage. Popularly known as Submarine Hunter, these are a game changer in the vast expanse of the Indo-Pacific. India is among the top 3 operators of the Poseidon with 12 in its fleet, with plans to expand it to 22. In fact, India was the first international customer of the Poseidon. If 2 aircraft operate simultaneously, they can cover huge areas by way of exchanging information via data link. Their importance can be understood by the fact that the United States military operates 130 Poseidon aircraft to track and hunt Chinese or Russian submarines. Capable of flying at 41,000 feet, their high speeds help them reach area of probability when searching for submarines and surface vessels faster. Indian version of the P8I consists of 2 weapon stations on each wing carrying 129 sonobuoys, which are released into the water to locate submarines and can be retrieved by a warship. Following Indian Navy's lead, South Korea recently received 3 Poseidon aircraft. 9 were delivered to Britain in 2022 and 12 delivered to Australian Navy also in 2022. In fact, Quad partners India and Australia planned joint military drills with their Poseidon aircraft in the Indo-Pacific last year. Even Canada has ordered 14 Poseidon as global navies adopt the Indian Navy and US Navy's strategy against Chinese submarine threat. But this is not India's only weapon against Chinese subs. Earlier this year, Indian Navy commissioned the first of the MH-60R Seahawk helicopters at INS Garuda in Kochi. India signed a contract with the United States in 2020 for 24 of these anti-submarine warfare choppers. They can operate from both shore-based facilities and warships like Indian Navy destroyers or frigates. As the fleets move, the helicopters patrol ahead to detect the submarine. They can then deploy countermeasures and accordingly direct the naval ships. The American hunter-killer MQ-9B Predator drones will also give India the edge. These are armed with Hellfire missiles and laser-guided small-diameter bombs. They can also be armed with sonar buoys to detect submarines and come equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment. With an eye on China, the Predator drones will be stationed at Tamil Nadu's INS Rajali. However, the future of modern warfare lies in the development and deployment of autonomous unmanned underwater technologies. The AI-run pieces of machinery will take stock of the situation from the data collected and thereby increase their adaptability and survivability. The Indian Navy will be procuring 30 autonomous weaponized boat swarms from Sagar Defence Engineering Private Limited in a pact signed in 2023. These will have the surveillance capabilities required in the Eastern Indian Ocean to monitor and track Chinese submarines coming in. Also, the newly built ships of the Indian Navy are armed with powerful AI-mounted sonars. 3 anti-submarine warfare ships named INS Mahe, INS Malyan and INS Mangrol were launched by the Indian Navy at Cochin Shipyard. Equipped with anti-submarine warfare rockets and mines, these are designed with indigenously developed sonars for underwater surveillance. China, on the other hand, is not backing down. It is boosting its submarine fleet at record pace and soon will have the world's biggest submarine fleet, overtaking the United States. The big question is, in such a scenario, is India prepared to counter the Chinese submarine threat? Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.